everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marie and today we're going to be spending the day in the kitchen. We're going to be making a full day's worth of food. We have some soup to make, some bread, and we're also going to make some buns and cinnamon buns out of the same dough as the bread. Thanks for joining me. So to begin, we're going to start mixing up the dough for the bread and the buns. I just used a simple white bread recipe and I'm going to double it and make 2 loaves of bread and 2 types of buns. After I let the dough rise for an hour, I divide it into 2 separate portions. I'm using this first portion to make 2 loaves of bread. I like to use parchment paper in these pans. I find the best way to do this is to crumple up the parchment paper and then spread it back out, and it will mold itself right to the pan. Next, I'm going to use half of the remaining dough and start rolling out some dinner rolls. First, I cut the dough into 12 portions, and then I started tucking the dough under and pinching it together so that it was nice and smooth on top and the pinched ends go on the bottom of the roll. I let them rise for an hour and then bake for 20 minutes. With the last piece of dough, we're going to make some cinnamon buns. First, you roll out the dough, then you spread it with about half a cup of melted butter and sprinkle it with brown sugar and cinnamon. I don't really measure that part, I just put on whatever feels right. Then I start rolling the dough together and pinch the seams at the end again. I cut this into 12 portions and place it in a greased pan, let it rise for an hour again, and bake for 20 minutes. For the icing, you'll need 1 cup of cream cheese, 2 to 3 cups of icing sugar, and a splash of vanilla. Mix it all together and spread it on top. These are so tasty. They disappear really fast whenever I make them. And last, we're putting together my family's favorite soup, bacon butternut soup. I like to make big batches of this soup when I do it because it can be a little time consuming, and then I'll freeze half of it for another meal later on. First, you chop up some peppers, onions, and garlic and spread them on a pan. You also chop up some butternut squash. You can cook the butternut squash on the same pan as everything else, but because I'm quadrupling the recipe, it took too much room on the pan, so I put the butternut squash on a separate pan that I had already cooked some bacon on, so there was some bacon grease already on there for it to cook in. I bake this until it's soft, and I like it when it's a bit crispy on top as well. Then I transfer it all to a pot, add some chicken broth, and then I blend it all together with my immersion blender. let that heat through, and then it's ready to serve. This soup is so yummy. Perfect for a cold fall day. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's recipes and found one that you might want to try for yourself. See you next time. Bye!